Hey guys, so let's just get right into it. These are your ingredients. You're gonna need red label wine, white rum, prune, currant, mixed peel, cherries, and raisins. Also, you will need a airtight container. I got two of these 2-gallon buckets from Canadian Tire. I was trying to find the mason jars, the larger ones, but I was unable to, so someone had told me you could use a bucket. Here you see me cleaning the buckets. You have to ensure that you wash your bucket. Them people, you can't just put the things them into the something just like that. So now you're gonna add your prunes to the bucket, and I'm using a lot of fruits this year, so I'm just gonna split both of the fruits that I have into two of the containers equally, or close to equally. Here I'm about to add my raisins, and as I said, I'm mixing both of the fruits in both containers, so I'm splitting the amount of fruits I have. The 2-gallon bucket wouldn't be able to hold everything because I had attempted to in the first place. Now I'm about to add the currants. For you. Here I'm about to add mixed fruits to the containers. So last year I had purchased mixed peel and added it to my fruit soak and fruit blend, but I didn't purchase any at this time, and I'm kinda thinking about getting some and adding it to it. The reason for that is because last year I had baked the cake and there were small chunks in the cake, even though I had blended and pureed this as best as I could, and I didn't like that. But I think I should add mixed peel because it also aids in cutting the rawness from the cake, in my opinion. And I might just run back to the store and get that, even though the mixed fruits already contain mixed peel. Next we're about to add our cherries to the mix. I also like taking a few cherries from the fruit soak just before I blend them, and I place them in a small container and use them to top my cake. I just think that they absorb all the alcohol and the fruits and whatnot, and it's a nice way to top up your Christmas cake and make it not look plain and dead. She called me. So it's time for my favorite part. We're gonna bust the red label wine and just pour it into the containers. Honestly, 3 bottles of red label wine coming like it last in them 2-gallon bucket there. But the idea is to soak the fruits and make sure that the liquid is covering the fruits, and you're supposed to occasionally add more liquid to the fruit container. I also stretched the liquid with a little bit of fruit wine. I didn't do it on camera, but I did that last year, and As I said, whatever I did last year, I think I should stick with it because the outcome was great. The fruit wine that I added to my fruit soak was the Manischewitz. Another reason why I had to use the fruit wine last year was because there was a shortage of red label wine at the time that I started to soak the fruits. Toronto had 0 red label wine in December. Now you're watching the video in November, but I recorded this in October. Last year I had 2 bottles of red label wine only, and I had to turn my hand make fashion, and that's how the fruit wine really came in play. And as I said, whatever I did last year, I'm just gonna stick to it because the outcome was great. So here I'm about to add my white rum, and please, I did not use the entire bottle to soak the fruits, okay? I tried to keep in consideration that older people might order the cake and they probably won't be able to eat the cake if the cake has too much alcohol. So I limit the amount of alcohol I put in the fruit soak, because at the end of baking I also have a bottle that's mixed with white rum and red label wine that I use to like soak the cake and, you know, give the cake moisture as well. A person like my grandmother isn't really able to eat the fruit cake if it has like too much rum or too strong, you know them way. So I used less in the fruit soak because I'm gonna blend all of that together, and I'm gonna add white rum again to the liquid mix when I'm baking, and more of the red label wine. And as I said off camera, I added fruit wine because these 3 bottles of red label weren't cutting it. Yes, so you can add your Manischewitz or your fruit wine of choice. I use Manischewitz, and then I sink the fruits in the container, like, you know, just to ensure that everything is like beneath the liquid. If you don't do this, you're gonna continuously pour liquid. So I try to sink the fruits a bit just to see what amount of liquid I have in the container and if I need to add any more to it. Yeah. And a key reminder that with Christmas cake, you cannot be stingy. You cannot be stingy with ingredients. You cannot be stingy with your liquid, and I mean your red label, your rum and whatnot. You can't be stingy with your fruits, or the cake will not come out as you'd like it to. Or everyone liking is different, but I've noticed that you really can't be stingy with like your proportions and your ingredients. Yes, my ancestors told me to add some more white rum. Please do not come for me in the comments. I think I know what I'm doing, don't worry. And now for the final step, seal your containers properly. It's a lot of fruits and a lot of alcohol and a whole heap of money you don't want to go down the drain. So please ensure that you seal your containers properly, especially if you're doing it ahead of time. Yes, I mash up my hand for close the bucket, but we have to do what we have to do. Don't be like me. Use the rum buckle and knock the top of the bucket and seal it closed. So here you can see me struggling to close the bucket, and I honestly don't know why I struggle, because every time I seal one end of the bucket, the other part of the bucket fly open, or one side of the bucket don't clip right. Like, maybe I'll give up. But yeah, I use the white rum bottle, and you know, there we go, knock it 2 times, and that is it. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave a like and a comment, and stay tuned for part 2 to see how I bake my Christmas cake. Bye.